Good evening, everyone. I'm Classy Lady. Welcome over. Today is, thank God it's Friday. The Eagle flies on Friday. TGIF. I think that's the same thing. Fantastic Friday. Faithful Friday. Freaky Friday. Whichever F you want to promote that's positive. Because that's what it's all about, being positive. Thank y'all for coming over. Hey, YouTube land. Hey, y'all out there. I'll never forget about y'all. Y'all always come and support. I always know once I get off who's been through here and who haven't. Thank y'all for coming over. Welcome to my YouTube chat. I am Classy Lady. I'm the host of the channel. Thank y'all for taking time out to come, whether you stick and stay or you stick and move. But please hit the like button. If you're new and the first time, please hit the little person up there, which is and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. I am on the road to my first 1,500 subscribers and overflow. So I am a partner with YouTube, so I do have paid memberships available. $1.99, $2.99, $3.99. Just Classy Ladies and Gents, and Classy Elites. I would appreciate you get one of those as well as subscribe and then become a paid member. Membership has its privileges, and I'm gonna show you how much it has its privilege come Labor Day weekend. To show you how appreciate the members to take time out to support me every month and just let it ride on their card. Also, I am awarded super chat, super stickers, super thanks, super gifts, being in partnership with YouTube. Super thanks, super chats is with the little dollar sign. You hit that, it goes from $1 to $500. You just move the dial from left to right, however much you want to bless me. Some may say donate to me. It don't matter what word you use, as long as you're giving it from the heart. I appreciate it. Also, the little box, the little gift box, don't be afraid to hit it so you can see what the little fun little GIFs are on the side. There are some cute little, I call them emojis and GIFs, but you have to go up to the top where the little diamond is, and you hit one of those and which one you want to purchase. The economy size for me is the $9.99. $9.99 gives me 700 gifts. I can use that for the month, and I can go to each one of my content creators that I like, and when they go on, I can drop the little nuggets. It don't matter how much it is because they all add up. So we all know that, so we're not picky when somebody, and then when we act surprised because someone has given us more than what we normally get. Yeah, it is a surprise because people go out their way and we appreciate it. So also the super gifts is the little gift box when you go and watch some of my old lives at the end. Please, if you want to give me a donation or blessing at that time, that's what you do. That's what the super thanks for. Also, there's a new thing called hype. Y'all might see it when y'all go on a replay. Please hit the hype button. It puts people like me anywhere from 50 to 500,000 subscribers, which we'll call Nemo. We the little fish. It lets YouTube is pushing us out there with Moby Dick, the big people in the millions and over 500,000 members. So please hype up the video. You get 3 a week. So, I'm not asking you to go hype all 3 of mine up. Just at least give me 1. And y'all just go through and hype the videos up. Okay? Hey Chris, how you doing? Thank you for the high five. The high five. Anyone is welcome to drop down in my chat, long as you're not racial, disrespectful, negative. You're not trying to bully or being negative. You got to go if you are. I do have moderators. They're lit up in blue. And like our principal used to say, because my colors was blue and gold in high school, Big Blue will do it to you. So that means they're gonna get you out of here. Hopefully, I don't see it because if I'm subject to ban you from the channel. I need subscribers, but I ain't thirsty for subscribers. And you're not gonna come over here and insult me or gnaw my chat. Also, when you come into my house, you can hit the wave button or you can simply speak to me and the chat. Don't come in here asking me questions and haven't spoke to me. Because if you want to set it off, that's what's going to get it. So, with that being said, hello, Cynthia. Cynthia is 99% the first time person in my chat. Hey, it's Gamma. Hey, Chris. And thank you, Chris, for the high five and the floating heart. Y'all hit that like button, y'all. It's got a couple of y'all snipers up there on the roof just looking at me. Y'all come in here every day, I guess, to see what color my glasses gonna be, what color jewelry I'm gonna have on. So I'm rocking the clear. I'm rocking the diamonds today. The big diamonds. The big diamonds. I don't know my classmate Willie D and the Ghetto Boys sing that song. My mind's playing tricks on me, but it ain't playing tricks on me because I am very much aware here and I'm very much aware, tuned in with whatever is going on. Try to be out there in the world or whatever. I hope everybody had a very good day today. I always say, anytime them eyes bling, and I can do this, and I can look around, and I can get up. Now this morning, I was moving a little slow. Because I got 4 pinched nerves and arthritis in my back. And I'm dealing with my foot. So, what the arthritis and the pinched nerves in the back don't do is starting to play with my hip. So, I'm having hip problem from the back to the hip. And I just like, Lord, please. Yeah, I take my medicine, but when you're in pain, it takes a while for that stuff to work. So, you got to sometimes just settle yourself down and let it work. Hey, Maya. How you doing? Salam, my sister. Thank you, Gamma, for the floating heart. So, yeah. Anytime, I ain't going to say anytime because I'm not going to say everybody, but most of the people over 50, we starting to get them aches and pains. And I'm over 50. I'm well over. I'm knocking the door of 60. And I thank God because a lot of my classmates didn't make it thus far. 60, well, we all are starting to celebrate our 60th birthday this year and next year. We're going to be full-fledged in next year. So I don't know if we're going to have a big old birthday party where we kind of follow like our big brothers and sisters ahead of us. They have like a picnic, and then they have like a formal where you put your money where your mouth is and put your money there, and you come out dressed up with you or you and your spouse or you and your significant other or you somebody else, wife or husband, something like that. But you put your best clothes on because you're 60, and you shouldn't be dressing like you 20 and broke or 30 and broke. No, you need to step up your game, and if you don't, you need to polish it for that 60th birthday. So hey, Lakeisha, how you doing? So that's what we rolling up on. So like I say, y'all complaining, y'all females don't never tell their age. Yeah, that was back in the day when I was coming up and stuff. And I ain't telling my age. Shoot, ask me how I am. You ain't got to ask me. I'm gonna tell you, cause I'm blessed to be this age I am today. I done been through I ain't gonna say no storms. I've been through some tsunamis. And y'all know when them people across that water had them tsunamis, it wipes out thousands and thousands. Well, the stuff that I done been through, that took me through there. So I tell people I done went through some tsunamis. So I don't care nothing about somebody saying, oh, you gonna be 60. You dang gonna skip it. Let the good Lord let me see it. I don't know if I want to do me just a nice cruise or if I want to have a birthday party. Um, I haven't been putting myself out there on the market, but we have like a little committee, and what we said that we was gonna do is that when somebody is having like their 60th birthday or something like that, or party or something, we was gonna put it in our group and invite everybody. So you inviting all your classmates and their spouses, and to get some participation at your party. Child, when I turned 40, I ain't need no participation. Baby, I knew the people. Oh, I knew the people. My mama asked me, did I know all them people coming through my house? I said, if I don't know them, my brother know them, or my boyfriend at the time knew them. Yeah, they knew them. And yeah, and not only that, y'all older people, y'all was sitting in the house watching. Had my bedroom door locked. Well, nobody need to use my bathroom for no reason. The only person that could use my bathroom was my mama, and maybe the older people. And after that, my door got locked. I don't want nobody in my room, and that's how I kept it. Everybody had to use the guest bathroom. Yeah. So I had a lot of people coming through here. I had a lot of foot traffic. A lot of foot traffic. But the thing about it, they didn't know whether to come through the house or to the side, because I had tiki torches going to the side and they wasn't sure. But that was okay, because some of them followed the trail and came to the backyard. Some of them came in the house. Still wasn't a problem. But I don't know that many people now, because I'm not, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Proud to be your age. I ain't in the, out there in the club shaking the tail feather like I was either. But yeah, at 40 and then 50, I don't know if I was ill or I took a cruise. I don't know. But 60 is coming up. I don't know what I got to do to get something for my 60th birthday. I don't know if I'm going to have one and then have it catered. And I don't think I'm going to look for a venue. I think if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it in the backyard. I will have somebody to make me do the planks or the floors, and then have the big tent and the air condition and the heater. If it's cold, pump them heaters on. If it's warm, turn them air conditions on. And we're going to party under the tent. I might call it that. Party under the tent. I don't know. My doctor told me, he said, you deserve both. He always, why he played with me like that? Hey, Bama, how you doing? Why he played with me like that? So he was telling me today, oh, today I went to the grocery store. I didn't get my big grocery haul like I did, because it's before I get some money. So I was balling on a budget. And I mean I was balling on a budget. I was balling on a blessing budget. I didn't know. I had amnesia till my house note was coming out today. Bing! Check my account. Where my money at? Where my money at? $17 in the account. I said, oh, that ain't right. Let me, I'm gonna have to pull from the savings and put over there, because I can't go nowhere with $17 in my checking. So I had to do that. I hated with all my heart, because I needed to do it. What else? I had to pay for the office visit today for the first time in a while, because I was still riding under the radar of post-op. But they've been billing me, so we gotta check that out. What else? Something I had to pay for today. Oh, in between, gas. But I told y'all I use Kroger for the month of June. For the month of August, because you can't earn any more points for August. I had 1,049 points sitting up there. I looked over at the gas meter. I said, oh, we had a fourth of a tank. Daddy, we need some gas. Thank you, Bama, for the $1.99 super chat. Appreciate y'all. Y'all put much love to you too, boo. Y'all put hey yo, that girl, how you doing? Y'all, it's enough of y'all to put some thumbs up on that what Bama sent. So I say it's time to get gas. 1,049 points. Gas was what? I think 335 or 49. No, 339 between 339 and 349. Leaving the house, the Exxon and the Shell, that's what they were between, but I was at Kroger. I say, I was like that man that time on Prices Right. $1, please. Use all them 1,000 points. I got $1 off my gas. I'm gonna have to look on there. I think I paid $2.29 for gas, and it was all the way up to that F. And my dad time, what you looking at? I say, this my car. I like to see. I want to make sure my gas is all the way in here because I don't just stop when the thing click off. I keep pumping. Because it's so many. When I get in the car, it's a certain amount of mileage that I know it's full. Hey, it's full. I say, okay, no problem. So gas today. So $2.29. So he put $30 worth of gas. I was at a fourth of a tank. A fourth of a tank and $1 off of gas. So that lets you know if filled up at $30, that was a good $40 if I didn't have those discounts. Yeah, oh yeah, I shop with coupons and discounts. I sure do. I ain't above that. And if I had a food stamp card, I'd be in there too. But I don't have one. They won't give me one. Dirty dogs. Thank you, Yo-Yo, that girl. Blessings on my way home from the fair. Ooh, baby. Did y'all have some good food there, Yo-Yo? Y'all heart thumbs up on Yo-Yo, that girl. Girl, the fair. Baby, a funnel cake. My poor mama would love a turkey leg. My mama would love a turkey leg. And back then, when I had the real good teeth, candy apple, that red one, not the cornmeal, a red candy apple where you take it and hit it on the table or something and it just crack and then you can get started in it. Shoot, a red candy apple, a hot dog. The chili dog, corn dogs was, them corn dogs was smelling off the chain. And the funnel cakes. Yeah, I hope y'all had some good food there. So yeah, it was gas day today. So y'all, funny story. Maybe not so funny to some of y'all. So I go to the doctor today. And two funny stories. So me and the doctor, I told y'all, me and him, how you do your fingers? We like that. So I feel comfortable talking with him about stuff and making jokes or telling it like it is. Or he gonna tell me like it is. He might try to deliver his message a little bit softer, but if I don't think he doing right, I'm gonna tell him like it is. So he asked me, he said, "Classy lady, have you gotten a call yet from the hyperbaric people?" I said, "Oh yeah." I said, "When we left here, we stopped at Kroger. I was in the car and they called me." He said, "Well, did they tell y'all?" He said, "Well, we sent over some." He said, "I redid some more paperwork and I sent it over for you." I said, "Okay." So I say, "Yeah." I say, "Yeah." I say, "But when they called me back and said the insurance wouldn't cover me," he said, "Man." And he said that I still could go as a patient. He said, "Well, did they offer you the patient assistance program?" I said, "No." He made it seem like the patient assistance program was only offered if the insurance covered you. He said, "They're telling a lie." He said, "Because when the representative came to my office, they was telling me, oh, we want patients and nobody will be nobody has been denied yet, and Yes, write up the paperwork, and we would love to have her, and blah 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 blah. And we have transportation that could pick her up and drop her back at our home, and then we have a patient assistance program, and everybody pretty much right out the bat get approved, because they just not opening this business up, right? So when you open it up a new business, you want people to come to your business. Y'all hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed out there in YouTube land, please hit the thumbs up and hit that little person and subscribe for me, please. So, they selling this all wolf ticket and all of that. So he said, well, I say, but I want to call them back and ask them about this patient assistance program, because I'm thinking that whatever the insurance doesn't cover, I can apply for that, and even if I had to pay out of pocket, they would give me a discount. He say, yeah, try that. He say, well, how much did they tell you that you would have to pay out of pocket? I say, if I wanted to go there and I was a paying patient, let me see, how did they go? He said, I told him I would be a paying patient. And he said, I said it would be $325 a day. He said, oh, you got that. I say, yeah, if the vacuum cleaner is in your pocket sucking into my bank account. He said, oh, hell no, that ain't gonna work. I say, thank you. So what you telling me that for? I say, I don't have no money tree to go outside and pick. But you gonna tell me, oh, you could afford it. That ain't nothing. I don't know if he was joking or not. But I told him, yeah, vacuum cleaner in your wallet and suction it to my bank account. Yes, I could go. He said, well, I guess we're gonna have to think of something else. I said, well, if you ain't agreeing to them terms, I guess we gonna have to. See, he getting married in October. He spending all kind of money right now. That woman taking through there, taking through there. They going on all kind of little trips on the weekend. They stay gone. So that's what I told her. So that was one of my little funnies for him. The other funny, which it wasn't really funny, when he was debriding my foot, because you'd be surprised how much skin that your feet accumulate, thickness from mine, from Tuesday to Friday. So every time I go in, he has to debride it, look it up. He with a scalpel, and he cutting me, cut me on the bottom of my foot. So we got to clean it up, and then he put the medicine in it and all that. So I said to him, I say, he was down there. I say, can you tell me why I only have one stitch in my foot? And I know I had two. He had to put his head down and laugh. I say, you can put your head down and laugh if you want to. I say, you must don't know that when the nurse come, I get the nurse to take a picture of my foot every time he come in. And when I was looking at the picture, I say, did my stitch come out in the dressing? I'm looking for a black stitch in my dressing. He say no. When I took everything off, he says it wasn't there. I say, oh, okay. So, hey, dark and lovely. So, hey, Angel, I get in there with him today. Thank you. I get in there with him today. So, like they say, who gonna check me, boo? I'm gonna check you, boo. Because I asked him, what happened to my other stitch? Because now I'm getting these long stitches, like from one side to the other, to try to make that upper part kind of let them sides touch. And hopefully if they touch, they like each other, they'll stay closed. But that was supposed to be the help of the hyperbaric chamber as well. He, at the last. And his medical assistant slash fiance slash office manager coming there. Hey, I thought she had another stitch. He say, well, you ain't helping none. And he laughed. He say she did. I accidentally cut one Tuesday when she was in here. So I just pulled it out and didn't have the heart to tell her because I didn't know she was going to want me to put one back in there. So I just didn't say nothing. I said, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So you mistakenly cut it out, and now you left me with one, but you just got cold busted because the nurse took the pictures, and I have them to take pictures, and when I looked, say, where in the hell is my stitch? So I say, you need to put my stitch back in my foot. Because I'm supposed to have two. So he felt so bad. He said, you took your pain meds before you came here? I said, I sure did, but that ain't going to help. I said, because that hit on the night is when that bad boy going to crank up. I said, and by you pushing on it, yeah, it's hurting in certain spots. So he had to put me 2 new stitches in there, and he had to reinforce the third one. He said, you got 3 stitches now. I said, indeed, y'all used to take a picture of my foot. I said, but that's okay. Because he coming Monday. And when he come in there Monday, and I don't have 3 stitches in my foot, gonna be me and you, partner. Gonna be me and you. Me and you put my stitch back. So I end up getting 2 new stitches today and a reinforcement. But he thought he had me today. He wasn't gonna say nothing. He had to laugh on the cool. Oh yeah, I knew you had to do something to it. I ain't reached down there and took it out. And I say, you ain't gave me permission to put no creams or nothing on my foot to soften my skin up. So I know I ain't fooled with it. Hey, Valentine, baby. So I was like, you better be glad we got a good relationship. I say, because when you'd be down there, I just mush you in the face. And when he know he'd have done wrong, he'll get up after it's over with, and he'll come, and he'll turn his back. He say, you can beat me in my back all you want to, but don't touch my pretty face. Don't touch my pretty face. You can hit me on my back, my arm, and everything. I say, you know I ain't gonna do that. Hey, Elaine, how you doing? Thank you for the gold coin and the flower. Thank you, hon. So I know if you doing all that, you will subscribe to my channel. Yeah, so he gonna tell me that. I said, no. And when I go back, I go back Tuesday. I go Tuesday and Friday. Nurse Monday and Thursday. Oh, and the floating heart. Thank you. Some people can make that heart look so cute. I can't do that. So, yeah, and I'm telling you, we got to start being more aggressive with my foot. It's been April. I say May was the actual last surgery I had. So I won't count May at all. I'd say June, July, August. This is 3 months. I went in there April. From the cruise ship to the hospital. Pretty much. Almost it was in that order. Yeah, it was in that order. But I tell anybody, I am a fighter. Thank you, Valentine, baby, for the butterfly. Hey, that dog, and I had a butterfly ring on just now, and I took it off. Ah, man, I wish you would have seen it. Got a flower on today. A flower and the bracelet to match. My bracelet and my flower. And then this is just a dish ring. And this is an iridescent that pick up the pink. Yeah, I was putting on stuff. I wasn't stopping. I just felt good today. Let me just put on my stuff. Let me just put on my stuff. Like if I was going somewhere tonight. Wasn't going nowhere because I did my little grocery haul. And so I uploaded that Today is Friday, Friday night fish fry. So I had a whole little catfish and I had another little piece. I cut me some potatoes to make me some old-fashioned french fries. And then I bought me a little salad from Kroger and I ate half of that. And y'all, I was able to get a steak for Sunday. But I hope I like it because they done took the bone. Why is they taking the bones out of all the meat? Now I seen something called bone broth. Stop taking all the bones out the meat. I don't like that. Because to me, with the bone in, it's more juicier. Now my boneless chicken thighs I cooked the other day, they were delicious. Because I didn't overcook them. Because it don't take chicken long to cook. I don't care what nobody say. Whether you baking or you frying, it don't take chicken long to cook at all. Well, I got a gas stove, so it don't take mine. Thank you, Cynthia. Yeah, it don't take mine that long to cook. So I'm not in the kitchen cooking all day, all night. I prep my food and everything. Yeah, I love bone-in steak, like the 7 steak, the ribeye steaks, the T-bone steaks, stuff with a bone. I don't like all that boneless steak mess. I don't like it. But the steak I bought today, it was a nice enough size where, and it didn't have the bone in, and but luckily I won't be trying to eat all of it. It's enough, I think, that by the time I cut it in half, both pieces will be like the middle of my hand. So Sunday, I'm going to cook the whole steak. I'm going to eat the rest of the salad. And I bought 2 sweet potatoes. So I have it Monday and Tuesday because I really enjoyed them baking them sweet potatoes. Yeah. I really enjoyed it. Well, hello, Diane. Thank you. Thank you. I try to look beautiful. Y'all that appreciate it, recognize. The real recognize real. The other ones, them old men come in here, and that's the first thing. Is they come in here and start trying to degrade me and say something crazy. Which one? This one? Or this one? This is a... yeah, I like this one. I wish that one would have came in like a blue. I think, do I have a blue? Or was this the fuchsia, the only one I got like that? Y'all got so much jewelry. And since I've been on YouTube, these last 8 months, I've been popping tags off. And I'm glad to utilize to be able to wear my jewelry. Some smaller pieces that I wouldn't ordinarily wear, and some of my bigger pieces that, I could put on. But the only thing is, I have plenty clothes in the closet, but it's like certain things, I ain't fit to be putting on my Sunday best to come sit up here on YouTube unless I'm coming from church and I do an early live, or I decide to put it back on later and do a live. But otherwise, I was trying to find some tops, blouses, or whatever, or some dresses that I've, So, yeah, it's a lot of work to people that don't mind looking good on camera. If you don't care how you look and come out looking a hot mess, you can get some hot mess looking people. But I care about my appearance, so that's why you're not going to see me come and look any kind of way. And if I got to look just that dragging, don't look good. I even dressed my caftan up last night. So if I got to come on here looking like a dragon, I don't even need to turn my camera on. Let me turn it off, boo, because you ain't ready. So you love fuchsia. I love all colors, but red is my absolute favorite. Red is my absolute favorite. Thank you. Because some people don't understand and appreciate the effort till they go to somebody's channel and their hair sticking all over their head, or they got them little plaits in the head that look like they have nappies. I don't know what, or they don't. Men don't never get a haircut, and then they beard is way down here. They don't have it trimmed up. Just looking a hot mess. Or put on a shirt that that's bleached up, and just don't care. They just don't care. They don't care to fix themselves up. And I don't care if you do have a lot of kids. Because I know a young lady that come on who got a lot of kids. Her hair is short. You need to put you some hair in your head. Or braid your hair down, something. And put you on a nice shirt. All them old t-shirts you going to the store to buy. And figure I don't have to dress up. Because as long as my kids. I don't never really see your kids looking that nice. Tell you the truth. Because you don't really put them on camera. Which that's your business. But when you put them on, they not too spiffy. So, yeah, miss me on that. Miss me on that. Yeah, but anyway, so that was that. Them two things what happened to me today. And y'all, I got Morgan Freeman today. We had to go to the bank. So I had to cover, what I said, because I wasn't going to let my account be no $1.17. And I don't know why the money was sitting on the truck. Why didn't, I don't know. I don't even know. But anyway, we had to go there after the doctor and Kroger make my little mini more grocery. And so when we drive up in the thing to the ATM machine, I already know that you first ask me for my card and, whatever money I'm going to put in there. So, y'all, when we drive up in there, first of all, I gave him the wrong thing because he was trying to scan it. And I kept seeing it say your zip code for a deposit. For a payment. So, you doesn't pay no credit card. And I said, that's the wrong card. My credit card and my debit is the same color. You got to look at the writing. So I had to change it and I give it to him because when I tell him to put the pen in there, he didn't learn the new way. I just scanned it up there. So, but the first time before I made the mistake, this me. My card and my money. And my arm is on the console and my hand is leaning forward. So he gonna look at it and gonna say, give me your money. I looked at Morgan Freeman. I said, you don't see it right here? So I knew you was gonna ask for it. That's why I had it out. Oh, it's way over there. So y'all know I had to hand Morgan Freeman over to him, hand him the card and the money. He said it was way over there. It was in the console. Now he's sitting right there. So y'all wonder why I be saying that? Yeah, you had that. I say, Daddy, that's why I had it sitting, because I knew you was gonna ask for it, so I had it sitting in my hand. So when you look, all you have to do was get it. He gonna look at me. He couldn't even keep a straight face. I say, you see, I told you when I say something red, you gonna say it's black. If I say it's black, you gonna say it's blue. You always got to be right. My hand's sitting right here with the card and the money. And when you put the card in paw, when you looked over, Daddy is right there. And my arm is on the console. But no, you with your mean Taurus overtaking spirit, you just wanted to be right. And no, it's not right to argue with your parents, but I argue with a signpost. And so when it wasn't in my hand, hey, Gloria, I say, you know what? That's why I say to you, you don't never want to be wrong. You're not going to admit to if you're wrong. If it's something blue, you're going to say it was green. Oh, that wasn't the color it was. That ain't happened. That ain't this. That ain't that. So you know what? When I after I gave it to him, and then I had to hand it to him, I started singing something on. I think it might have been whatever it was something by the Doobie Brothers. I had to I was singing loud and looking out the window doing this. I was looking out the window doing this. I say, "Yep, let me shut my mouth and just ride on home. Shut your mouth and ride on home. Cause whatever color you say something is, he gonna say the opposite. If you say up, he gonna say down. So he knew it was wrong, cause he couldn't look at me with a straight face. He had to laugh. And when he saw I wasn't paying him no attention, wasn't holding no conversation at that driveway, I ain't said nothing. I ain't had nothing to say all the way home. What you say you wanted? You want a bigger plate? So y'all know when I go to Panda Express, that's where to get a bigger plate. So, what you say you want a bigger plate? I say, you know good and well today is Friday. And we don't eat meat on Fridays. Only every now, if I'm gonna break my fast and eat some meat on a Friday, take me to Burns Barbecue so I can get me some good ribs. Or take me somewhere I can get me some good ribs. I'm not just to break my fast for no Chinese food. No. But he wanted to, he know I wasn't talking to him. At the window, singing loud and rocking. My mama jumped in my body and said, "Girl, look out the window like I used to do sometimes." At the window, rocking and singing loud. Oh, thing my mama wouldn't do, she wouldn't sing. Because the next thing come out her mouth, if she had to say anything to him, it wasn't going to be pretty. So she knew how to look out the window and just ignore. She looked at the window and ignored. Oh, me and her, they talked about all this stuff. So mama jumped in the car and jumped in my spirit. Good, look out the window. Ignore your daddy. Because you know he want to be right all the time. He ain't going to want to lose no. But see, my brother, we different. My brother just look. He won't say nothing else. Oh, no. I can't. I can't just not say nothing. I got to say something. We know this ain't right, and you know it ain't right, but you don't want to give me the satisfaction of doubt. So you gonna continue to go on with me. I'm not gonna argue with you. I ain't gonna argue with you. I know where my hand was and where the money was, and you know it where it was. You didn't take it. I politely look out the window. And pretty much that's what I was doing the whole way home. These people driving crazy. Wish they were. I said, well, let's hurry up and get my car in the garage. Because it's getting ready to rain. Let's hurry up and get my car in the garage. And yeah, they were driving crazy, but I ain't say nothing about them driving. I ain't open my mouth. Not about the way they was driving, nothing. I wasn't agreeing with him on nothing. Yeah, they all driving crazy, so let's go ahead and get my car in the garage. I gotta love it. I know I love my dad. I know it. But I know how his personality is. I just did a little grocery shopping. I didn't do too much. I got some stuff to last me the week, cause I had some other stuff. I had it in a basket at on my app, and as I was getting stuff, and then some things I just exited off, cause I only want to spend a certain amount of money. But when I got to the register, I say, shoot, let me use. I know on my insurance card, I do the activity thing every month, so I know I at least had $10 on that to try to bring my total down. I swiped that card and $45 came out for that. I say, what you say? I say, God dog, this the beginning of the what is it? The 3 month? August, September, October, the 3 months. And I was like, God, dog, I didn't want to use that. I want to use it when my bill be real high and I can take that off of there. Plus, I would have had, it would have been $65 because I was going to, I say, thank you, Jesus. It was on there. So I ended up paying $25. It was a win-win for me. I tell y'all, these groceries is so expensive. Me and this lady was talking, and she was on a little cart too. And she said, oh, I can move my cart. I say, no. I say, you don't have to move your cart, because she was standing up and kind of walking. I said, you don't have to move your cart, but if you don't mind handing me that salt down there. She gonna go pick up the biggest salt thing. I said, oh, no. Then she gonna pick up the Morton salt that was $1.99. I said, oh, no, not that one. That Kroger brand right there, 99 cents. Give me that one. I'll take that one, Alex, for 99 cents. You ain't supposed to put all that stuff in my basket and all that high price stuff. I had a budget. And I was trying to stay with it. So stuff I know I did that I'll get either next week, depending on how my stuff lasts, or the week after. If I could stretch it out to the week after, the end of the month would be better. And then I could do my big grocery haul, because I already know that's for pull my pocket down to the side, or have me leaning in the store. But yeah, and then I think I was, and then I met this man, and we was talking about the grocery prices. He said, you ain't lying. He said, the last time I came back in here, he said, it looked like everything did triple. I said, yes, sir. I said, just the same stuff you done been in there 3 weeks ago or a month ago to buy, the prices did inched up. So how they gonna get these prices down, y'all? Because you know the grocery stores ain't gonna want to go down. I guess the manufacturers would have to go down, and then the grocery store, how they gonna go down on some of this stuff? I guess you go and see. That's why I end up buying stuff that's not on my list, because when I see stuff that I use, and it may be 2 for $5 or 3 for $5, I have to go ahead and get it while it's on sale, because the next time it ain't gonna be on sale. It might be regular $5 or $3.99 for one, like a salad dressing or something. It's horrible. It's horrible. Like I was telling y'all about the sodas. Buy 3, get 1 free. Get 3 free. Okay. So the last time I bought them, and I ain't bought them in a long time, about 6 to 8 weeks, probably about 8 weeks. I haven't bought a 12 pack, the 12 packs in about 8 weeks. I just put my last 12 pack in the refrigerator. So the last time I bought them, they were $10.99 a 12 pack. So I say 10, 20, 30. I say, so $30 for 6. That means $30 for 6. $5 and some change. A 12 pack, which is a doggone good deal. I look at it today, $11.99, so that's $12 for a 12 pack. And you have buy 3 to get the other 3 free. $36, $37, $38, $39. You could say $40, because if it's $11.99, $9.99, $40 now. So that means they done went up $5. That's the kind of shenanigans they doing now. Hey Stevie, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey Boutique, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm seeing some new people drop down in the chat. Please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Hi, Diane. Diane. Thank you. Let me go back up to see who all I may have missed. Because I try to speak to everybody in my chat right now. I spoke to you, Elaine, because you gave gifts. But not just because you gave gifts. Y'all see, scroll up and see them super chats in the chat. If they still available for y'all to see them, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Because there's only like 7 thumbs up on them, and it's 17 people say they looking at me. So that means 10 people ain't hit the thumbs up. And when you call them out, they drop down like I can see them. I can't see y'all. Y'all can see me. I can't see you. I can see your little picture. If some of y'all have a picture, some of y'all don't even have a picture. Y'all just have a initial or a dog or a butterfly or something. So I can't see you. You can see me. So that's why I got to come on here looking beautiful and fabulous like I do every night. Can't come over here looking, throw it away. Can't come on here. Yeah. So that just goes to show you what else had went up. I think those bell peppers that I was getting, the 3, the 6, the orange, the red, and the yellow. They had one time had them on sale for $5. That was $6. The stick on there $6. For the 3 was 3 something. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's why I say some people drop down when they want to, and I'm glad of it. I'm glad. And so, yeah, so I'm trying to see what else I bought in that basket that went up. Y'all know grapes go up and down. And I was getting ready to make the mistake of buying some cherries. I said, girl, you just got some cherries the other day. Your daddy went to the store too. So don't buy no cherries until next time. Because I have a bad habit of doing that. But I did buy a little thing of watermelon. That was something different. I had stopped buying watermelon because I wasn't eating it fast enough. I think I had too many fruits. So I have grapes, cherries, and watermelon now. And then, see, I was buying strawberries. So that was overwhelming for me to eat all of that. Because most of the time I put me a few fruits in a bowl or in a little thing. And that's what I snack on until it's time for me to eat dinner. And I don't want nothing else. You walk through Aldi's. I've never been to Aldi's. I've seen them, and people are saying how great and good. Y'all, what the heck then went back on with beef again? What are they doing to these cows? Child, them little 1 pack pound of meat, ground meat that I used to could get. And sometime on sale for $3.79 if they run a good special on $3.79. So I always keep me like 3 of them 1 pound because it's just me. And say like if I want to do the Taco Tuesday or whatever, I don't have to cook a whole bunch of meat. I could just do one of them rolls or something like that. Or if I'm cooking spaghetti for myself, which that's a lie, I always have to use 2. And maybe meatballs or the pork things with it. Well, I could pay. I don't have to be 93 something percentage ground beef and other fat, or 80-20. I could be 73. 73, I forgot what it is. I can be that. And I know how to drain my grease once I'm cooking it. Once I done cooked it, I know how to drain that grease up out of there. I don't have no greasy spaghetti. That's one thing about me. I don't have greasy spaghetti. But where I could get the 70-25 or 22, something like that, in the 1 pound pack. And when they would run on sale, it'd be $3.79. How about that bad boy was 7 something today? I'll say, ooh, tastes like chicken. I've been up eating a lot of chicken lately. I done ate chicken all this week. I don't want no more chicken. Then last week I did do the shrimp cocktail. I ate that. And then I found it froze for another night. Cause I'm not throwing my good food away. I'm not. I'm just not. Cause one of them days I don't feel like cooking, or I'm gonna go in there and get that shrimp creole out of the freezer and cook a little small pot of rice. And it's gonna be on and popping. $7.99, $8.79. I think the higher you go up, $9.79 for 1 pack of 1 pound ground beef. And the flat packs wasn't no better. It's the same thing. I bought the rolls because I could put them on my door handle. I got a little thing where and I could put them there, and I don't have to worry about trying to put them in the freezer. They in the freezer and they be hard as a rock. I don't have to worry about that. So I put them on the side of the freezer door. $7.99, $7.97, whatever I told y'all. It was something too much. So I said, dog, can't get that. And I said, well, maybe I get some oxtails. I think about 3 or 4 oxtails in there, $30-something. I said, because I can go to this meat market that I go to that have a steam table. And they going to give me a bunch of oxtails. I don't like them big ones with all that fat. I don't want them. Give me some of the small ones. But they going to pile my plate up and my sides. And I told you I could eat off that 3 days. For $24.99. $24.99. Say $25. Divided into 3. I can eat on that plate 3 times. I said, the devil is it out of them things. I said, So I'm looking. Then I seen some say skewers. I said, well, maybe that's something different. They ain't giving you but 3 little sticks. And you ought to see the chicken around there. Lord. That chicken must have had diarrhea, because they ain't put no chicken on that little skewer. And then I say, okay, well, let me look at the shish kebabs. 3 of them in there, most of them had onion and bell. Oh, that wasn't hardly no meat. I said, God, what is going on? Y'all, beef was taking me through that store today. So then I'm looking at the steaks. They want to pull the bones out the steaks. That pisses me off. I don't like no boneless steak. I want my bone in there. Because all the good stuff is around the bone. I don't like ground turkey. No, I ain't gonna lie. And lamb what? I know you ain't saying nothing about no lamb chops. Them little egg, small as an egg, lamb chops. I wish I would pay a lot of money for some egg. Kroger didn't even have no lamb chops. You know why? Because they're too expensive. A pack, that'll feed 1 person. Our people kill us. When it is sometime, first they wasn't eating lobster. Oh, nah, you can't keep it from lobster and shrimp and papados. And nah. Oh, and then it was oxtails. They wasn't eat. The younger generation wasn't eating oxtail. Our people back, mamas and daddies. Well, my mama didn't like oxtail. She didn't like the name of it. But beef stew meat is the same thing. It's just it's all around the same. It's just the oxtail had the meat on it. So now these younger folks swear for funky, what Bama, how you say it, before funky cheese and crackers, that they've been eating oxtails all their life. You's a lie. Because you wouldn't buy no oxtails. Oxtails and went up so much. if you go in a restaurant and you order lamb chops, you're gonna pay $45 or $50 for a plate at a soul food restaurant. And they gonna give you them big old, okay, it's okay. If you gonna have them big softball style, they ain't gonna give you no more than about two. I seen some people fixing them. And they put them people two big oxtails on there, a bunch of rice, a bunch of gravy with some carrots and I don't need you to give me all them carrots and potatoes. No, I didn't pay for that. I'm paying for oxtail. So you look at the prices, $45 to $50. I want people robbing us. And then, or if you get a soul food dinner and it's some catfish, they want to give you one piece of catfish. Well, that piece of catfish is that big, that means that's one side of a catfish. I know I want the other side too. How about you just put the whole catfish in my plate? Like I had today. It was a small little catfish, about a little bit, and then you have the tail on it. It was so small, I was like, Lord, please don't let me swallow none of these bones the wrong way. But good thing I had another media piece. So can you imagine that little bitty catfish compared to a big catfish fillet, and they only give you half one side of that catfish fillet? What happened to the other side? That's on somebody else's plate. Now, I've had turkey. I don't like turkey. And I especially can't stand that leather turkey bacon. I'm sorry, that turkey bacon tastes like leather. Yeah, now with Subway have the 2-for-1, or you get them coupons, that's the places I like to go. And now 2-for-1, unless it's a 6-inch and it's 2 6-inch, no, that's still two. Yeah, 2-for-1. I don't have nobody else to eat it. If it's a foot long, I don't have nobody else to eat that other foot long unless I buy it and then I send it with my dad. But on Fridays we eat seafood. Now and then all of them, they mostly carry. I like the crab meat. I don't like the tuna. I don't really like everybody tuna because one, they don't have no eggs in their tuna. Ain't enough mayo in there for me. So I like the crab meat subs when they be out during Lent time. I used to love those, and I'd get it on a Friday. I eat half when it's cut in half. I eat half of the 6-inch, and then I eat the other half the next day. I used to like that, but to go to buy 2 subs for one, that's a lot for me. And I pretty much stopped eating fast food too. The most of the now y'all tell me, is that Jamaican oxtails and jerk oxtails, is both of them spicy? Because I've been wanting to go to this place that have jerk wings on Wednesday, and then other different soul food. I know that beans and rice, that what is it? Rice and peas is beans and rice. But I'm beans and rice and cabbage. But and this place I want to go to. But I'm scared of that jerk chicken. I'm told that the jerk is just jerk, so it's not spicy. Because I was told jerk is very spicy. Yeah, the quality has gone down on yeah. Now, when I was driving myself around, every now and again, I would stop by McDonald's and maybe get one of them little bitty hamburgers. But if I'm going to get a hamburger, I like to go to Whataburgers. And then the other place I want to try is Freddy's. Because I think my friends say they cook it on the black top. I want to try Freddy's. And then, like I say, Whataburger, I can get it made however I want. Because I do love onions, but I want them grilled. I don't want them funky onions on my, I want them grilled. And if they have mushrooms, I be want mushrooms. So I know when I finish with mine, I know it ain't somebody else's order. Because I need my buns toasted on both sides. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So your understanding that jerk anything is spicy. See, I ain't gonna be able to do that. Oh, I want to try it so bad. And I know them Jamaicans, man. I can't deal with spice like that. Oh my God, I'd be crying, and I'd be pissed because I done spent my money. So I was just wondering. I guess there's no better way but to go and ask them if they maybe some of it is not really, some of the meat is not really spicy unless they put some of the sauce over it or whatever. And I want they have what is it, Pon de la Roe, Jamaican Pon de la Roe. It's in Acreage Home, back there somewhere. And they food be looking so good. But I can't jerk. If it's hot, I can't. I can't. So unless somebody was to go with me or they give me a taste of their meat, I ain't gonna be able to purchase no oxtails up in there, and them oxtails is on fire. We ain't gonna make it. I'm gonna have to flip some tables over now. So it might be best that I stay out of there. Yeah. But they have so much good food. And then this is a soul food restaurant down the street from me too. And they be so worried about trying to put them oxtails and gravy and the catfish on there, till some of them go chinchy on the sides. Now they'll give you a heap of macaroni and cheese. Well, no, I don't want a heap of macaroni and cheese because it's going to make my stomach hurt. How about giving me a heap of greens, a bunch of greens, and a bunch of sweet potato? That's what I like. That would make me happy. Yeah, I just hate the oxtails not spicy. I'm a I'm gonna drive down there one day because the doctor asked him today. I say, well, can I drive? He said, sure, you can drive. But I don't want you doing too much walking. I'm saying, me saying, driving back and forth to the doctor's office. Because I could park in front of the door. And then I would have to use my walker to get in, which that's fine. It'll be in the car with me anyway. And then if I need to go places like the bank, pick up my medicine, I want to go to James Avery, and my daddy don't want to take me. But make me get in that Mazda on a Sunday evening and go to James Avery. Yeah. Get my little chums. But I lost one. I got two from Mexico. I lost one. I don't know where that thing is. Hey, Nene. How you doing? Grilled. The grilled cheeseburger sandwich from Freddy's. Okay. Because I got one that's literally maybe 2.5 miles from me, and I always see it off the freeway, and I always say that I hope I think like when I want a Whataburger hamburger, instead of me going the opposite way, I can go there, and but I want to go in and see, check things out, and they don't even have to put no cheese on my burger. I tell them no, don't add no cheese. Oh, and they chicken sandwich. Now I'm funny about chicken sandwiches and chicken tenders. Too much white meat for me. I don't like white meat. Yeah. But I would try the grilled grilled cheese sandwich. Okay, grilled cheese sandwich. I was thinking you was talking about I was looking different. I wasn't looking at sandwich. I'm thinking hamburger. Yeah, I'm gonna try Freddy's. Freddy's or Freddy's. No, it's Freddy's. Yeah, I thought I said it right. Yeah, they down round the corner from me, so it wouldn't be uh hard to get to them. But I was craving yesterday. I was craving a chopped beef baked potato so bad. Lord have mercy. And I have some pulled pork, but it's solid as a rock, so that wasn't gonna do nothing. And the little potatoes I have, they in the them little old bitty potatoes, that wasn't gonna do nothing. But I wanted me a chopped beef baker. I don't want none they already chopped. I want mine with no sauce on it. Let me put my own sauce. With the stuff that's gonna tear my stomach up, the sour cream, the chives, the cheese, all of that. I wanted that, and then when they chopped that beef up and put it on top, Lord, I wanted one so bad yesterday. I was perplexed whether to get out here and drive to Papa's Barbecue, which is about 3 miles from me. I wanted one so bad. So when I do start driving, because my daddy kind of got in his feelings today. He said, he said I could start driving myself. Oh, yeah. I say that way with things if you have to do or whatever I don't think he like that. So he remember what he want to remember. I bet you Tuesday he going to ask me am I taking myself to the doctor. I'm going to say, no, I ain't tell you I was ready to start driving yet. Probably Labor Day, I'll be ready. But he just put stitches in there. So I ain't just to drive myself and I just got them stitches. I ain't trying to pop them. And I definitely don't, when it's my big grocery haul, make a mistake and tell them I'm going to drive. Shoo. All them groceries and bags I be having. Oh, no, I wouldn't make that mistake. Not too prematurely. After that, then when we come home on a Sunday, after that, I'm going to tell them just back me on in. Because when I get ready to go to the doctor, I just pull on out. Always back in. But I can pull on out. Go on straight and go on to my doctor's appointment. And go to my doctor's appointment, do what I got to do, and come on out of there. Yeah. So I may even wait till October when it's cool, when the temperature starts to drop and it's not 90, over 80, 85 degrees. When it starts to drop, like maybe the highest is 80 something, 88 or whatever, then I might start, But if September it is still in the 90s, that's all right. I ain't gonna say nothing. I just ain't gonna say nothing right now about driving. I just wanted to put that little bug in his ear. See how he was gonna process that. I don't think he liked it. You only like white sweet potatoes? I ain't seen a white sweet potato in a long time. And I know that in Louisiana, they would sell them, the white sweet potatoes. I didn't see no white sweet potatoes in Kroger. I seen the regular sweet potatoes that I normally buy, and then they had some red sweet potatoes. And the red sweet potatoes was, of course, like $2.59 a potato. Nope. Avocados, 89 cents a piece. Wasn't no sale. So I left them there. So I won't be having guacamole this week. Maybe next week I'll cook my little Mexican dish, or whenever I go back to the store, I'll get my guacamole and my tomatoes. I did buy tomatoes to do my cucumber salad. But yeah, stuff is so expensive. That's why it's easier to cook and maybe treat your family or so If you have got a family, maybe one time y'all you treat them, but all that eating out every week. I got some friends, and Lord, I almost passed out when the girl said it. She said, y'all won't believe our light bill was $989. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. $989? How many months was that? 1 month. 900. You might well say $1,000. I said, oh, my God. But then her friends and them was attacking them online, talking about, well, y'all keep it at 60 year round. Got people feeling like icicles in the house. So you think it's gonna be cheaper than that if you keep it on 60 round the clock? No, that you paying what you put it on. And I was like, oh my God. And then I had to put my 2 cents in. I say, well, I'm anemic, so mine stay on 77 during the day. Like now, I'm cold in my own house. I'm cold. So I'll be jumping under my cover, covering up to my neck, and then my little clip fan on the bed, I'm gonna have to turn that off for till I get ready to go to sleep. But it's cool in my house. But I did, when I came in here, I did turn it down to 75. But 75 is the low as it go. 75 at night, 77 during the day. Now, I think they do some with these thermostats because I have to check it constantly. Because next thing I know, it's been flipped to 74. Oh, no, Joker. Back to 77. My house, if it's cool, my house keeps the cool. If it's hot, and it's rarely hot. But yeah, that's me. And I know y'all about saying, ooh, that's hot. It don't be hot to me because I'm in the bed kicked up. I ain't on the sofa kicked up because I don't like sitting up like that. I don't like sitting up like this all day watching the stories or the soap opera. No, I'm going to get in my bed and get comfortable. And I catch me some cat naps every now and again. I wake up. Then y'all know I be watching my little Korean girl. I watch her. And then can't go to bed till like in the morning. So tonight I'm binge watching The Bold and the Beautiful and Beyond the Gates. I'm binge watching. So if it's 7 o'clock, catch me. 7 o'clock, catch me. And I go to bed at 7 o'clock. And I don't normally sleep for about 4 or 5 hours. So then I wake up then and start my day. My biggest thing tomorrow is finding out. Well, I think I have an idea what I want to wear to church tomorrow. Getting that out, my accessories, and put it all together. That's my biggest thing. And then I said I was going to season my steak. I am going to season my steak tomorrow. So that when I come home after church and cook it, when I get ready to eat, I'm going to put the oven on about 4 o'clock and put my sweet potatoes in there. And about 5 o'clock, I'm going to check them. And then I'll do that steak. And like I said, I got sweet potato steak and that salad that I had today. And I got a little bit of broccoli rice, that quinoa or whatever. And if it's some butter or something, that I might put some on that, but it's not needed. But that'll be a complete meal. So, it won't take me long. And I'm only cooking for myself unless somebody want to take me out to dinner. I mean, yeah. Hey, Natasha. Yeah. Ooh, is it good? Child. Girl, I'm telling you, I'm going to be watching it tonight. Beyond the Gates and Bold and the Beautiful. Yeah, them quinoa sides. Yeah. But I like the chicken. I think I got just a cone of the chicken flavor left. Yeah. I like those. So I kind of try to keep those. So if I don't want to do a whole bunch of rice, white rice, I cook that in leftovers or whatever. And so I'm glad since I had dirty rice last Sunday, I just have a little small bowl of that. So I won't do no, I'm gonna have to figure out something this week to cook after Tuesday, after no, Sunday, Monday. So Tuesday I'm gonna have to find something to cook. And I ain't had no sketties in a while. But I didn't buy another thing of ground beef. I got ground beef and pork. I better preserve that little old thing. Taco Tuesday. I could do hamburgers. I'ma find something. You see what you say? Yeah, they help in a pinch. I keep them, and you can add meat. Yeah, veggies, more veggies to them. Yeah, make it does. It really does. Ground. I just don't like ground turkey. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna learn. Either I'm gonna do without the beef. Just like when the briskets went up, they didn't even have no good ribs, pork ribs. And I'm like, well, what's going on with that? Cause I do like to buy me a sometimes I buy me a little slab of ribs and say like Labor Day, if I want some barbecue and my family don't want a barbecue, I'll put that season that rib and put it right on in the oven, wrap it up and put it right on in the oven. And I got tons of barbecue sauce. Don't go out of that. And I can do my own. But I couldn't. I just seen some baby back ribs. I said, I ain't got no meat on there. And then I look at the rib tips for three. Was it spare ribs? Three kind of thick spare ribs. The tip part of them was $20-something. Where they do that at? Who for that? Who gonna have them three bones and that's all you can afford to get? I said the devil. I ain't paying $20-something, $25 for that. They crazy. Oh wow. I hope to next week have my yeah, them data centers. Uh get my approval because I got to send the doctor the name of the doctor that I had my iron infusions with before. That's who I'm really trying to find. One, I hope I can find her again and go. It's the one they refer me to is at the same building, but I don't know if they got a bunch of hematologists, oncologists in there. So uh I don't know, and I don't know her name. So I need to call that office. Well, if I find the number to the office, I got the doctor. So hopefully, maybe not next week, but the next week, I can start my iron infusions, and I ain't got to worry about this anemia for a while. Because I tell you something else that anemia do. If your blood count somehow get low or you lose some blood, it's hard for you to function. You be weak, and that's normally start my sickness. I be weak if I can't push myself up, or I'm trying to get dressed and I'm just so tired. I just got to. Oh, I know it's on and popping. The best thing for me to do is go to the emergency room. I'm just so, yeah. So my cardiologist said that, well, my primary care doctor was saying my numbers were okay, but it's due to I'm anemic and the I've had the infection in my foot and the medication or whatever. So she was okay with my numbers. Child, I went into that cardiologist. He said, "What we doing here?" I said, "What you mean? Why your number so low?" "I don't know." "Did your doctor see these numbers?" I said, "Yes, she sure did. She the one ordered them." He said, "If she don't give you a referral, I'm going to give you a referral. I don't like these numbers." Because mine was in 7 point something. And it's supposed to be, what, over 8 or 9 or 12. He said, no. He's saying we need to do this ASAP. He said, your iron levels are too low. He said, "Don't you feel tired?" I say, "No, not really, because I don't really go anywhere." I say, "But I have noticed I've started back crunching ice." Oh my God. I crunch ice. I crunch ice. I don't care if it's 2 degrees in here. I got some ice in my mouth. I'm constantly wanting ice. And pickles. I told y'all when I'm anemic and when my blood is low, I want ice and pickles. So yeah, I got to get that. I got to get them iron infusions to get my blood up. And I won't, like I say, I'm cold in here. I wouldn't be cold. I would be all right. I would be all right. But yeah, when you're anemic, I don't know how your body do you, but I know when my blood is low, like the old people used to say, when my blood is low, but they would be talking about their blood pressure. When my blood is low, I need that iron infusion, them 3 iron infusions, and I need them now, and that's scary. When you go to the hematologist, some of y'all don't know this, but when you go to a hematologist that deals with your blood, so when I'm saying I'm anemic or whatever, and your blood is low, your doctors run your numbers, and they tell you, oh, just take some iron tablets. Child, by the time I take some iron tablets to get my blood up, that'll be about 2 years from now. I told that doctor, I say, iron pills don't work for me. And I say, and then they make you constipated, so I'm not taking that. I say, I've had iron infusions before, and they work immediately. I say, even after my first infusion, man, I be wanting to go here, I be wanting to go there. I just don't have the will to want to go anywhere. And I know that's one of the problems. You let me get my iron levels up, child. Classy lady gonna be rolling. Be here, there, and everywhere. Like I used to do back in the day. I had a millennia. I put all 300,000. I put all 300,000 miles on it. Till that car was saying, please let me go. Let me go, please. Please let me go. Oh yeah, 300,000 miles. I know how to put some miles on a car. I don't need you to help me. I know how to do it. I be rolling. I be here. I be there. I go to this. I go to that. And it was no more than just go in a store and just window shop and look around. Even if you just buy a tube of lipstick or some lip gloss. Something. Buy yourself something, ladies. Buy yourself something. Take time out for yourself. Yeah. Ribbon for your hair. Earrings. No, I don't need to go in the store and buy no earrings. I got plenty. But do I do it? Yes. Because do I see something I be like it? Yes. Do I buy? Yes. Yeah. If I don't see no clothes in that store, yeah. And sometimes I can be on a road, a shopping road. But I'm trying to get my 2 credit cards down. And that's just that. Because like I said, 60 coming next year. And I would like both of them down. One of them may be paid off by next year. Yeah, if I don't charge on it. And go back to buying cash. And do like I'm supposed to do. Leave that card there for emergencies. But not last year, but year before last, I had to pretty much, I was like, damn, they're living off that credit card. Light bill, groceries, back and forth to the doctor, spending a lot, co-pays, in and out the hospital, paying them $400 and some co-pays. Shoot, that break a person. Yeah. So, But yeah. So when you go into the hematologist, you're in there with cancer patients. Because I noticed it said hematology, that's blood, oncology, you know, that's cancer. I'm like, well, what y'all sending me over there for? Why I can't just go to a regular hematologist? Because they deal with both. And so when you anemic, for one, you be in there hungry, chilling, and then the cancer patients in there getting I think it's their chemo treatment. Yeah, they be in there getting their chemo treatment. They be just as cold as I am over there being anemic. And you could tell they're cancer patients because the way their hair has come out. You could tell from like their eyebrows. I could tell about the eye. I could look at their eyelashes, and I know. And then the way they may be in there with a wig, or if they didn't wear their wig today, they got their hair wrapped up in a turban. But I could still tell. And I sit in there and I talk to people. Some want to talk, some don't. At one point in time, we all going to sleep because it's like an hour treatment for me too. But when I walk out of there, I walk out of there like I'm standing on bricks. Cause shoot, I can. That's just how quick that stuff work. That's how quick. I told y'all the first day. By the third day, if I did go in there with a jacket, I'm taking that jacket off, the jacket in my arm, because I done got hot. I said, oh, this is a good thing. This is a good thing, Lord. Because when I go to church, I ain't got to worry about having a shower every Sunday. It's a good thing. But as soon as I leave my shower in the car, they going to turn that air conditioner up more. So, but yeah. And I was like, I ain't bring nothing to snack on. They say, we got plenty of snacks. I was like, oh, shoot. Chips, granola bars, honey bars, all kind of stuff in there. Water. Did they have soda? I know they had juice, chocolate. But some of the people that have to be in there extended amount of time, they have their own little, they bring their own little, like maybe sack lunches, or they stop the McDonald's or Burger King and bring their food in there and they eat it once they get in there. And I don't be wanting to look, but I be praying, Lord, thank you. I said, I got some battles of my own, but thank you. That's not one of them. So when we sit up here, and that's why I say, when people make fun of people health and they sickness and what they got going on and folk dying, shh, you about the most ignorantest person that walks this earth. I don't know if you're ignorant. I don't know what to call you. Put you in the thing with the baboons and the monkeys, because you just want to be seen and heard. That's what you want to do. I'm sorry, this thing had stopped, y'all. Let me go back up and see. Yep. Yo, you buys ground turkey? I may look. I'm a look. I know I ain't gonna. My brother and them eat turkey a lot. So if I make some spaghetti and I don't like it, I'm telling you, I got a whole bunch of spaghettis for you over here. Duotron, mommy. Them girls are in more trouble than they think. Oh, don't tell it. Cause I ain't seen it none this week. And I can't catch it live. My birthday is April the 13th. I am an Aries. I love red. That's why one of my emojis is the dancing lady. Cause she red. Well, you can put whatever shade you want, but mine is always a dark skinned lady. I like roses. I love roses. I didn't see a bird of paradise flower on here, so couldn't put that. But I do love roses. So the dancing lady, the red rose, the red heart. That's because, of course, red is my favorite color, and I always put the praying hands. Oh yeah, girls are out of control. They just as worse as these boys. Oh yeah, let's. I bring this to y'all attention, and that probably would have been a subject for tomorrow. But I'm gonna go to what's on my mind. Okay, was listening to the radio station today, and the scenario was the dad put Well, he put his son out, and the daughter chose to go as well. They grew up in a two-parent home. Of course, the dad works, mom works. They are able to provide for their kids. Uh, they didn't say they had any problem providing for their kids. So I might subtract a couple of things. So they both been out of school 2 years now. And like some of y'all got some kids that they graduated for school. They don't want to go to further their education. They don't want to go to a trade school. They don't want to go to the service. And they get these little penny jobs that's not paying all their bills. So they both had cars, or the dad bought them cars, to get back and forth to work and or whatever. They left because they don't want to follow rules of which their parents, they want to do what they want to do when they want to do it. And they got little girlfriends and boyfriends, and they feel their girlfriend and boyfriend should be able to spend the night over their house with their parents in there, whatever. Ain't too many parents that are married and been married a long time gonna allow that. And if your boyfriend or girlfriend do come over there and they let them spend the night, one of y'all better be upstairs and one of y'all better be toward the kitchen. Or you may be in your room and he downstairs or whatever, and I better not catch you crossing over the paths. So the parents wasn't allowing that to happen, the shacking in their house. So they decided they wanted to live in a tent. You got all the amenities at home. All you have to do, if your parents say be home at 1:30, be home at 1:30. If your parents say you can't have overnight guests, can't have overnight guests. Because these days, even your so-called friends, they up to no good. They've been woke up in the middle of the night, and next thing you know, they off the whole family. So these days, you don't let them in your house. Some were calling in and say, well, shoot, we had boyfriend and girlfriend, but we couldn't go coat into each other's room. We had to sit in the den or living room with everybody else. I know I did. I mean, I wish they would. I had my boyfriend in my bedroom and with the door closed. Girl, if you don't open that door and get that Negro out of that room, I know, sir, both you and him gonna be out. You gonna go to his parents' house and stay, cause it ain't going down under here. My brother too. We either could sit in the living room, my parents' living room, which they did allow, or in the den with everybody else. That's the only privacy you gonna get. And the way our living room was set up, to go to the bedrooms, all they had to do was look like that, because you had to come through the front door. So it wasn't no real privacy, because all they had to do was act like they going to the restroom, which they already had their restroom on the other side by the time I was dating, and look. So when you see them passing through that way, that's what they doing. They looking, and they gonna come right back. You better not be sitting on that. I better not have been sitting on that boy lap. I better not have my legs all on his legs. None of that. None of that. And when my mom said it could have been on the school night. Okay, now enough of that coating. You call my brother, you bring your ugly self home. And she used to tell my boyfriend, and you go home. Because mine stayed down the street. She said, you go to your house and call your brother and tell him it's time to make his way on to the house. Don't tell me he leave about 15 minutes later. He need to leave. Come on. Cause I'm gonna give him so much time to get here, and then we gonna lock the house up. Shh. I bet you in about 15, 20 minutes. And she say, tell him to drive safe. Be at the house. Yeah. Well, my parents didn't play that. So they decide they want to live in a tent under the bridge. Who for that? What's wrong with y'all? Something wrong with you. As hot as it is, I'm going to say in the great state of Texas, as hot as it is in the great state of Texas, you want to live, pitch you a tent up under Bridge City or somebody bridge, and that's where you want to sleep at. How y'all use the restroom? What y'all doing all day? So are you standing on corners panhandling, getting money so that y'all can eat? I don't know if he said they work, but they don't want nobody to tell them what to do. They want to do what they want to do when they want to do it. And they didn't want to live by the parents' rules. So the daddy said, okay, I done had enough of that. Both of y'all get out. And he say the mom mad at him because he put them both out. He gave them an option. You think I'm going to get up and go to work every day or at night, and you up in here laying up in the air conditioner, eating up everything, running, and you ain't going to school? You ain't working to contribute nothing? And the dad said he didn't necessarily want to contribute nothing. He just wanted them to be able to take care of themselves. If they was going to stay there because they were still young and learning. So if you working at your little fast food or wherever you working at, save your money. Pay your phone bill. Get your hair cut. Get your own nails done. Get your hair, whatever. And we got the rest. But we want to see you putting some initiative behind what you're doing. They want to go live in a tent. So daddy say, tear your ass on. And mama all outside, you really gonna let this happen? He said, you in a 4-bedroom, blah, 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 blah house. So many bedrooms and bathrooms. He say, now, if you don't like the rules and you want them to still stay home, then we need to downsize our house. He say, because I got you what you wanted. You wanted a bigger house. So in order for us to, everything to run smooth, and I'm not working like a Hebrew slave because they sit up here running up the air conditioning and all this kind of stuff, let's downsize our house. Let's go back to a 3-bedroom. That's what we moved from. Let's downsize and go back to that. And when it's time to get a new car, you can't get a new car. Yeah. So he said that she was still mad. So the radio personality, she said, what would you have done? Or you could go with them. They don't have no choice. They both been out of school at least 2 years and not really doing nothing. Just eating off the mom and the daddy. They still giving them gas money. They still paying for haircuts and all this kind of stuff. Daddy said he tired of that. He tired of that. So they gone. So he said the mama's still mad. He said he don't care. They was telling she'll get over it. Hi, Jason. How you doing? Hey, Sonia. Yeah, Jason. You gotta kind of speak when you come. I don't know what, Jason, I'm not sure if that's a racist comment or not, because you say they work for the government these days with, it's called EBT. So Are you an African American saying that they work for EBT? Or are you other race and you saying that about EBT? Clarify yourself, because right there, that I don't tolerate racism in the chat. Saul, how you doing? Because 9 times out of 10 with name Jason, you're a male, you don't have a picture, and I assume you like the Green Bay Packers or you live in that area. And it's always the men that come in a woman's chat and try to be insulting. And so I want to give you time to clear that up, Jason Williams, before I say what I gotta say. So I'ma hold my mule for right now. Sun people and ice people must unite, sister. Who is sun people? And who is ice people? Because from my understanding, the ice people are people, if they threatened by ICE, a lot of them voted for Trump. Yeah. Check them out. We had a man here coming in the airport. What they do? Jump out in the men in black and tackle his wife down. She was from Venezuela. She's at ICE right now. He and probably her were Trump supporters. They asked him, all this going on with your wife now, she been in there since January. It's August. How would you feel? Would you vote for the same administration again? He say, I would never. He would never. He said, I voted for Trump. I always been a Republican. But my views are changing. Yeah, y'all didn't want that woman up in office, but she tried to told y'all, crazy asses. I got a nurse. Her sister got detained. And I gave it to her. Say, yeah, you need to tell all your folks, your Cuban folks, and all these other folks, all your community, that all y'all voted for Trump. And you see what's happening to y'all? He deporting all y'all. Your sister is tangled up in all of that. And I pray for her. And I pray for all the people that have been detained by ICE. How you gonna deport somebody back somewhere that they ain't lived in many, many, many moons? He ain't even a Pootsy Pow Pow. He ain't even a smart dummy. He a dumb dummy. And he ain't even from the U.S. He's from Germany. But he want to deport people. And his wife from Russia. Hey, Jose. How you doing today? I wasn't trying to go there, Jose, but somebody tried to be racist in my chat. And I guess they gone. But if he's still listening, Jason, I gave you an opportunity to clarify what you was talking about when you was talking about the EBT. And I was hoping that you was telling me that you were not being racist when you said it. But to me, I'm a black female, and you put EBT in here as insinuating that I use EBT and all the black folks use EBT. You must don't know that other races use EBT as well. And your jet row, no teeth, front teeth missing, trailer park, poured in dirt, children run around with no shoes on, the wife, boobs hanging down to her feet, stomach is bigger than a pig belly. A lot of y'all on EBT as well. A lot of y'all on EBT as well. More y'all on EBT. Trump voting for And y'all ain't got 2 nickels to rub together with your trash yourself. So that's why I was trying to give you time to put what you were gonna put in there. You know what is you know what it's called better than me. You trying to correct me. So I knew you was listening. I knew you was listening. Because everybody that come in my chat that do insulting stuff is a small minded third wheel little man that is very insecure about himself. You choose to argue with a female, but you won't go in a man chat and put nothing about a EBT or anything like that. You're not gonna insult another man, but you think you're superior against me because I'm a female. Boy, how I would like to see you in person. I could cut you down and not even touch you. I could cut you down and make you feel that small and not even touch you. You got the right one on the right day. Because Classy Lady don't play that. I don't play disrespect, racism, bullying, insulting comments, none of that over here. And if you don't know, you know today. This date, the 14th, August 14th, Friday, August 14th, 2026. A day we will never see again. Don't you ever come over here again and try to insult me or anybody in my chat. Because you don't know who's on EBT in here. You don't know. You don't know what people's struggles are. You don't know what people's struggles are. And for you to say something like that, you small-minded. Because you can't even put your face on your profile. You want to put a Green Bay sticker up there. Because you're a narrow-minded, small-minded, pee-wee looking Herman. Insecure. And you, people that put stuff like that, if you're not on EBT, you're cheering. And yeah, not children, you're cheering. And you didn't come in my chat and speak and say, hey, Classy Lady. You came in my chat to try to bully me. So I already know your mammy ain't teach you nothing. Because my mama taught me and my daddy, when you walk in somebody's house, you speak. You don't just go busted in somebody's house and you don't speak to people. See, this YouTube thing, this is my house. You came looking for me. I didn't come checking for you, boo. I didn't come checking for you because I don't know where you at. You can see me, but I can't see you. So you thought you was going to insult this beautiful black woman by putting that and putting EBT? You were sadly mistaken. And you see how you got X'd up out of here by my moderators? They don't play about me. And they don't play about themselves. And re-get you another name or whatever and try it again, partner. Because every time you get a new, change it every 14 days or whatever, and you come over here, I'm going to be ready for you again. You and any other pea-brain that think you're going to come over here insulting me and insulting my intelligence. No, I'm not the one. But you got the right one on the right day. You sure did. I don't have a problem with giving men like you, your medicine. And I'm not scared of you. And like I said, if you would be in my face and you would say something racist like that, I'd either grab back if I could control my temper. If I couldn't control my, grab back and knock the hell out of you. And if I could control my temper without knocking the hell out of you, then I'd cut you down. You know how they what's his name? That big lumberjack band that swung that axe and would cut them trees down? I'm that woman. I'm that beautiful black woman with that axe. And I'll cut you down every time. Don't you ever disrespect me. Don't ever. Don't try it again, fool. Don't try it again. See, because you still listening. They just got you out of here. Oh, yeah, you still listen. I gave you ample enough time to rewrite what you were saying and say who you were saying it about And I was trying to check your temperature. That's what I was doing. I always give a person, I tell them to write it over, or after I check them, you know what the men say? Oh, I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. Just don't do it no more. But like I said, I bet you wouldn't go to no man chat and talk to them in that manner. But just because I'm a female, you think you're gonna come over here and disrespect me? Oh no, buddy. Oh no. No. So anyway, like we were saying, my nurse, I told her I was praying for her sister because I don't want to see anybody in that situation. So I asked her which if they did deport her, which they are, they just didn't do it a couple of weeks ago because it was a bad storm in Cuba. She said they do have friends over there that would intercept her and let her stay with them, and then the money that she's paying all this money to a lawyer, and they putting that money in their pocket knowing that they ain't doing no paperwork for that woman. I say just send your money over there to your sister, to the people that's she gonna be staying with. Let her tell her that she need to save the money that you sending, and then she need to get her a job and get her own place. She has 2 children. Thankfully, the oldest is 28. The baby is 10. Can you imagine? He had to start school without his mama. He living with his auntie and the grandma. He had to start school without his mother. And if they decide to deport, he won't be able to go over there for a while to see his mama. Only thing he can do is FaceTime her, she does him now. Yeah, and I told her, I say my heart goes out to you because I don't think that's lower than a dog to treat people like that. That's lower than a dog. If you gonna close the borders, close the borders. But if they're already over here, make some provisions, some demands on what they need to do. Everybody don't need to be on food stamps. There are a lot of people are capable of working. They're capable of working. And so they need to put stipulations. They either need to go, make sure they learn English for one, take up a trade, stop giving them a limited amount on them babies. Because we got people over here, 10 children, 7 children. I know I see a couple of mamas just steady having babies. But they on YouTube. They're on YouTube, and what's happening, they're on YouTube, and hey, so Jose, it ain't no certain topic for today. It's free fall Friday. And yeah, he's a smart dummy. Sasquatch, let me see. This thing went up. Y'all and the other ones that agree with me, don't be racist in the chat. Yeah, not Jason. No, don't be racist in the chat because I don't want nobody to, I do have other races. It's not just black people that support my channel. I have different races and from different countries. So I don't want, like I say, if I don't want racism over here, I don't want us talking about, just keep hopping on that because I don't want to insult anybody, but I insult him. And with all I'm talking about, I'm talking directly to him. I ain't talking to nobody else. So let's just, kind of keep it like the title. My name is classy and respectful. Hey, Pass. Thank you, Joshua, for the gold coin. Yeah, we just want to keep it. He didn't got what he didn't got the message. Praise the Lord God and bless you too as well. I received that prayer. But we should have came on here a little bit sooner before I had to tell somebody off. But that's okay. I didn't, like I said, I can cut you down and I don't even have to curse. I don't. Because the two words that I did use, they in the Bible. But it just depends on how you use it. And I didn't use it from what they were saying in the Bible, so Lord forgive me, because that I used it derogatory. And I'm pretty sure what I said ain't saying what they were saying. But he can go to hell though. But they did say that. He can go to hell. So that was one word I used to say, yeah, he can go to hell. And he acted ass, which is a donkey. So by right I didn't curse. I just, But I don't want to do that. But yeah, I my heart goes out to everybody that's dealing with that. And these people on YouTube that quit they 9 to 5s, 8 to 5, 7 to 3 and all that. YouTube is making changes. Y'all might be able to go back and look at them jobs and dust y'all resumes off. Update your resumes. Because when you think you're going to sit on here and just make all this money or whatever, they cutting you out too. They changing requirements. Because you know what? A lot of people a lot of these companies are cutting back on advertisement. And so what we have on here is commercials. I wish y'all would read my commercials and look at my ads. They cutting back. So what's going to happen? They're going to cut back on the advertising on YouTube, and YouTube going to lose money on that. So then they're going to have to revamp their services. And one of the things, if you are a new content creator, or you trying to become a new content creator, you're going to have 4,000 watch hours by February the 1st. And if after February the 1st, and if you don't have it, you're going to have 8,000. So then you're going to have 8,000, your 1,000 subscribers, and it's some other things. Yeah, some other things. Yeah. So, I need to help anybody get there. Drop your link in the chat, and we're gonna try to pump y'all channels up. Get your subscriber counts up and your watch hours. All I can tell you, just keep coming on. I wouldn't recommend doing a live or a short and then erasing it, or playing music and then erasing it. That's the case. Just don't play music. I was going to come on here and play some music before my video, and I say no. So after this live, I am going to play some old school music. I think I am. I got to see if there's some update on Nolan Wells case. The young black man that was that came back, that didn't come back with his 3 associated friends. Because if you're a friend, you're going to make sure your friend get back. Especially if y'all talking about he was toasted, he was wasted. I'm not letting my friend stay behind with all them people. Anything could happen to him. But they did. They said they was taking on water on the boat. But why was 7 of them on there and nobody had a life jacket? See, some of y'all think we crazy. We're not crazy. I'm on with another content creator watching it, and we breaking that stuff down. How 7 of y'all on a boat, and y'all say it's taking on water, but nobody have a life jacket. That boat was sinking before they left the island, but they still choose to jump all their butts on there. All of them got on there, 7 of them on there. But y'all leave Nolan. Y'all say Nolan say he with this girl or whatever. That'd have been me. I'd have been okay. Who you riding with? When you coming back to who you riding with? Cause all your mama know is that you left with us. You came to our house and hung out, and you left with us going to Horn Island. My mama don't play that. We don't play that. We leave together, we coming back together. All of us. And if you say you ain't coming back, let me call your mama. That's the first thing. Wait. Let me call your mama. Miss Christine, no, Nolan been drinking. He been doing whatever been drinking. We telling him to come on, cause the boat is taking on water and whatever. And we trying to get back to the other end of the island. Y'all should have had him on the boat. I think you had him on the boat. But if your boat was taking on water and y'all was at Horn Island, why did all of y'all jump on the boat? It was even 2 females on there. Why didn't the guy that was driving the boat, and if it was his brother or whatever, be the only 2 on that boat and say, okay, we came 3, 4 deep, 4 boats in, then we need to break y'all up to get back on because this boat is sinking and we don't have but 2 life jackets on here, or we don't have but 3. So only 3 could ride this boat because we sinking. All that yakety yak in that background of that Ceto call, and y'all think that y'all want to say it's doctored up? No, it wasn't doctored up. That was just like a 911 call. That line comes open as soon as you call it. You, even though she didn't pick it up but a couple of seconds, that line is already recording. It's recording. Yeah. So all that, damn it, Bart, is he dead? All that was on there. You couldn't even keep your attention to what she was telling you. If you're sinking, why you not paying attention to the Ceto, who you trying to get out there to help you? You distracted. You looking at trying to see what they doing. No, you pay attention to get y'all some help out there. Then you call Grandpa, tell him what was going on with the boat. And you told him you called Ceto. Oh, no, cancel that. Grandpa canceled the call. So, seriously, y'all got the boat working. So, y'all continued on home. But nobody had a life jacket on. I don't care if you are an experienced boater. A man drowned the other day on his boat. Had he had a life jacket on, it probably would have floated him up to the top and he could have caught on to his boat. And maybe tried to get on. But yeah, he capsized. He didn't have no life jacket on. He drowned. Because possibly the boat hit him in the head and knocked him out. You don't know what's going on. But yeah, we don't play that. You leave here together, you coming back together. Yeah. Now it ain't gonna be no separation. Sure not. That happened to me, my cousin. Y'all in the country. My older cousin. Me and her little sister. My cousin's sister I tell you about. Oh, she want us to go out to the club with her. So we old enough. Oh, yeah. We going juke the box. Juke the goddamn box. We going in a whole nother city. That's probably about 20-something miles from where they live. No, maybe 30. Okay, we going jam the box. And then one of her good friends. Oh, we and my little cousin, little car, me and my cousin in the backseat, her and her friend, and oh, we just bop. Me and my cousin happy, we going out. Oh, we going out. That may have been our first time. I think it was for the first time going to a club with her sister. Oh, we in the backseat, boy. You couldn't tell us nothing. We were real young. Couldn't tell us nothing. Child, the car broke down. I think we caught a flat. I think we caught a flat. Or did the car run hot? It could have been both. I don't know. All I know, she pulled on the side of the road and it's dark because they don't have street lights like we do. Every so often, street lights. It's dark. You can't see your hand. It's dark. Uh, we ain't had no cell phone. We had to wait on the side of the road. All four dummies of us, dumb ducks, and somebody came by and noticed her and say, man, what's going on with y'all? Today our car broke down and we was trying to go to club such and such. He said, well, I'm going that way. Me and my little cousin looked at each other. We don't know this man. So the man gave us a ride. I say, well, at least it's four of us and one of him. We could strangle him. Me and my cousin were talking about, we talking about all kinds of stuff in that backseat. We could strangle him. Or we could knock him in, we can beat him in the head. All right, we get to the club. And we just having a good time. Me and my younger cousin thinking my older cousin made the phone call to her stepdad, which is my cousin's dad, and tell him, hey, we broke down. Can you come get us or can you come pull us? Yeah, he was in at home, but he would have, in the town so little, if he would have said that them girls broke down on the side of the road and we need to go get them, he had sons. He could have passed through that other town, got his sons if they were at home, or his brothers. He lived in between two brothers. And he had a brother that stayed on the main highway. But regardless, they would have came. We think my cousin, when we got to the club, she didn't call them. Oh, me and my cousin, we jam and have a good time. Why the club closing? Everybody left out of there. The lights was on and everything. Man, cuz, did you call? Is my uncle coming? Oh, I forgot to call him. Let me call him. What? You forgot to call him? You mean we been here all this time at this club and we having a good time and you ain't call him when we first got here? Well, I didn't want him to come pick us up too early. God, the party was over for me when we broke down on the side of the road. I ain't want to go out no more. I want to go back to my aunt's house where I knew I was safe and secure. She hadn't even called my uncle. Mind you, it was going to take him at least 30 minutes, 40 minutes, because it's at night. And Louisiana deport they for all them curves. So one of the men that I think owned the club, so they say, I don't know, was a drug dealer too. Well, he had a big old stinking Lincoln. And he said, what's going on with y'all? She said, well, our car broke down outside of town, but I live in such and such town. Oh, and he said, well, who you kin to? Who your people? So she started saying who. He said, oh, yeah, I know them. I know. He said, I got to finish help closing up and count the money. I'll go ahead and take y'all home. I'll go ahead and drive out there and take y'all home. It was so gracious of this man. She didn't really know the man from a can of paint, but when they started conversating, then he knew her people, and so it was like it was okay. Me and my cousin said, oh, no, we just getting this car with this stranger. This a big man. He ain't no little man. Me and my cousin, we both had a big purr. Boy, we took one of them beer bottles, hit that table, clack. Beer bottle broke up all kind of edges. I stuck mine in my purse. She clacked the one, stuck one in her purse. So when we got in the car, she got in the front and the other lady got in the car behind us. I told my cousin, you get on the inside, I'm going to get on the outside. And if this big mofo try anything, That's the time we're going to take them beer bottle and we're going to jag him in his jugular vein. We going to get him from each side. I'm going to get the side I'm on and you get the side we are. If we have to take him out, we're going to take him out. Oh, no. Oh, no. He ain't getting my cookies. And he ain't taking me nowhere for them to get my cookies. Y'all, me and my cousin was riding beer. I can't say shotgun, but beer bottle shotgun. We kept our hand in our purse. If he made any wrong move, it was going to be on and popping. But thankfully, we was praying. And my uncle, no, the guy took us all the way home. My uncle, and he got somebody and got some straps to pull the car home. To pull the car home. And we made it home safely. Boy, I was like, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. So, we pulled out. My cousin said, well, what is that y'all got in your purse? We showed her some broken up beer bottle. She said, where y'all going with some broken beer bottle? We were sitting on each side of that man. If he tried something, we was gonna gank him from each side. We was gonna take him down tonight. But you put us in a bad situation. And when my aunt, no, my aunt wasn't asleep. She wasn't asleep. And she was asking us what I say, well, if your daughter would have called my uncle as soon as we got there, he would have been there. But no, we thinking she didn't call. She ain't called. The lights on in the club. The guy and that's what brought the guy's attention to us, because we still in there. Everybody else leaving, so he wanted to know what was going on with us. So when she told him that we had broke down and where we broke down at, he said, I'll go ahead and take y'all home. I want to make sure y'all get home safe. We was gonna get home safe. You might not have got there. My hand this way, her hand that way. We're gonna get him right here on each side. We had plotted our plan. My auntie said, what y'all doing with the broke bottle? Ain't he? We was gonna get him each side of the neck. She let my auntie laugh so hard. Oh, she laughed so hard at us. But she got on her daughter. She said, no, you shouldn't have had my child. And then you had my sister's child out there. She said, girl, what were you thinking? You had my sister's child out there and my baby out there? She said, don't you ever do that again. I said, she ain't got the work. I ain't going out with her no more. When we used to go out on Sunday evening, we had a big LTD. She had a big, no, my aunt and them had a big LTD. She would be the driver. Me and my cousin be in the back seat. I had another cousin in the front seat and her other friend. So you could ride 3 in the front and 4 in the back. We would be 7 deep. 7 deep in that LTD. And in the daytime. I wouldn't get caught out there with her no more. Oh, no. And anytime we went out, if it wasn't just right about 12, 15 miles from my auntie house or my grandma's house, me and my cousin didn't go. Nope, we ain't going nowhere. And we sure ain't going with you. Yep, so, yeah, you have to be careful. You just don't know. Your own people will try you. Your own people will try you. So, y'all, I'm getting ready to wrap this up. Hey, Jay Bush. Justin P. Lordy, my. Yeah, I said the same thing. Yeah, it was something. Especially when you ain't but, 19 and 20 or 20 and 21? Well, see, you ain't have to be no certain age to be in the club back then to drink, because we didn't drink nothing but wine coolers. We didn't drink beer. It came later. My cousin started to drink beer and heavier alcohol, and then I would still do the wine cooler. So, and then when we started doing that, guess what? Guess where we was at? At the house, sitting on the porch, or under the garage. Under the garage carport, me and her might have been sitting. We ain't do that. We ain't do that. But I want to thank everybody. Make sure you've hit the like button, everybody. If you're new to my channel, make sure you have hit the thumbs up. There is still time to send a super chat, super sticker, or super gift. If you come across one of my videos and there is a hype button, please hit the hype button. You can do 3 of them a week. So at least give me one. You may know some other content creators that may have a hype button. But at least give me one. Hype my video. That gets me, Nemo, out there with Moby Dick. Out there. They allowing us to get out there with the big fish. The super thanks is at the end of a video, a live that you watch. If you found anything in my live, whether it's today or any other day, that you go back and look at something and you find anything entertaining, or you find anything that I gave you some information, there's a little heart at the bottom which says super thanks. And you can give me a donation that way from $2 to $25, whichever one you decide. Super chat, super stickers are behind the $sign. Super stickers, super chats is the one you can write something on. The gift box, don't be afraid to hit it and see the beautiful GIFs that they have. And then you go up at the top and you purchase one of those dollar amounts, and then you can give however many. Starts from 2 nuggets, 10 nuggets, whichever one. You just go through and look at them. And you might want to give me, 50 worth, or you might want to say I'm going to give her 6 tonight, and then I'll come back tomorrow. I'll give her maybe another 6, or maybe give her 10. And then you have other content creators that you support. You spread the love around, not just on Classy Lady. I could be selfish and say, now just give them all to me. Nope, I'm not going to do that. You have other content creators, and I do the same. Other content creators, I spread the love around. So with that being said, I want to thank all my moderators. I want to thank all my members that light up in green for their reoccurring membership. I want to thank everybody that gave me super chats. I want to thank everybody that has given me gifts. And I want to thank y'all out there in YouTube land for always stopping by Classy Ladies chat and giving me a view. I really appreciate it. So with that being said, Classy Lady will see everybody tomorrow. I made 2 shorts, grocery haul, and what I ate. I made 2 shorts. Y'all please go and get my view my shorts. They ain't but 15 seconds. Hit the thumbs up and view my shorts. And like I said, go and view some of my lives. And so I will see everybody tomorrow. I love everybody. Thank y'all for supporting me. Angels on everybody's pillow. And y'all will see me anywhere tomorrow between 8 and 8:30. And Classy Lady, I may come on and play. If I play some old school music, it's going to be from the 70s backwards. 70s, 60s, 50s. And in the 50s is probably the Isley Brothers. But I'm going back 70s and 60s. If I come back on here tonight at any time, it's going to be old school music that I'm going to play. So with that being said, I love everybody. Angels on everybody's pillows. If you're going out tonight, be careful drinking and driving. Be careful, be careful, be careful. I love y'all. Later.